Tsamaya ka dijo tla khutla. O na le bokae wena la? Tsamaya ka dijo tla khutla ta. O tshware bokae? Okay, sure. O tla jig. Okay guys, I'm back. Shit, let me sit down. So my previous live couldn't answer any calls. K-Easy in the building. The tallest guy I know.
My G.
The tallest guy I know.
Hold on, before people see things they're not supposed to see.
You know.
Hi, Dougie.
Kisha,
Kisha, Joe. I'm really. I love the fact that you've got the guts. Yes, you've got guts. Always, you've got guts. I was watching the previous shorty speaking. I'm not gonna lie. I also had that moment when I saw that. Where I was like, KB, why are you doing this now? You know.
Yeah.
And I think let me explain it from my perspective. Now I'm out, you know, I'm in the industry. One thing that you notice now is that gender-based violence is something that men are finally acknowledging. Not just the abusers, but every guy is having that moment where they're like, yo, we're pretty fucked up as South African men. Holistically. Not everyone, holistically. Né? And the problem is, I think, with this collaboration is just not necessarily reading the room and understanding where emotions are right now. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong for supporting a brother who might be going through the rehabilitation stage around gender-based violence. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I do believe that the timing could be completely off, number one. Also understand, a lot of the content people have been getting with regards to MAMPINTSHA is abusive. When you hear the name MAMPINTSHA, you think abusive guy, beat, or babes. We don't know what happened in that household, but all we know is Mshahid. What we also don't know is what rehabilitative steps he's taken. Has he been to rehab? Has he been to see a counselor? You know, you can't one day beat someone, say, okay, I'm sorry for being abusive. The next day, you're rehabilitated and you're no longer an abuser. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of the frustration, especially from women, can be that, KB, you are a guy who makes hits, who we love, who you're a respectful guy. You are. But you might be indirectly endorsing someone who's been hurting women. And it's not your intention. I know it's not your intention because I know you. But it can be interpreted as that. So my thing is, it would be different if MAMPINTSHA was sharing his journey of rehab and saying, guys, I'm an abuser who's trying to learn to no longer be an abuser. Because now we're on this journey. Now we were there when we were there for him when we loved the music. We're there now when we see shit going down, you know. Now we're like, hey, bro, you're like this guy. You're this guy. And you saying, look, you think the man has changed, which is dope because you're a good guy. I understand that. But it's not fair on the women of South Africa who, when they saw babes getting beaten, dog, they also felt that. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And they don't know. Most when you interact, you guys have conversations. So I think that's the big issue. It's a timing thing. The room right now is saying that South African men have let South African women down. And holistically we have, because our ladies are dying, dog. You know what I mean? Now, at the helm of this is a celebrity who was seen by everyone doing these things. Okay, we don't know the situation. We don't know what happens in that household. But Oksalayo, he laid his hands on a woman. Now, Prince Kaybee, who is a Sama award-winning guy, you get what I mean, is trying to support his brother, but indirectly involving himself in a conversation that he had no part of in any way. Do you get what I'm saying? So me, I'm not saying I know you. Like, that's why I keep saying I know you. You're not this guy. But you have to be aware of what the mood in the room is right now. And in the room right now, South African men who are abusive are a big no. We need to address fellas, and then maybe if homie goes through a rehabilitation stage and he can show more people that, yo, I've rehabilitated, I am making steps, I'm teaching other people to not be abusive as well, then maybe it might be a bit easier. You know what I mean? But I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying this is how it can be interpreted. When I saw that, I was like, KB.
I really easy. Listen, I really, I really don't take this as hate. I'm one guy. Like I think I'm one of the most controversial artists you can ever see.
You like that though. You like that. You like that though.
You know, it's not that I like it. It's my personality. You know,
Yeah.
I believe in having an opinion and standing to it.
Yeah.
So right now, if I was a normal guy from Twitter, with the things saying to me, I would have blocked the call and be like, this one is not saying what I want to hear. You know, not that guy. I like interaction. I like a conversation. I like people having a conversation and sharing different opinions than me. You know, a wise man once said, assume the next person knows something you don't.
Definitely, bro.
You know, so let me just respond to a few of your points. When it comes to timing, K-Easy, I don't believe there will be a much more comfortable time to deal with this thing. Anytime you want to rehabilitate a woman abuser, or anytime you want to discuss ABV, it's never a good time.
Never. Yeah, it's never. True.
It's Women's Month. It's not even about let's read the room or the timing or the phase or whatever you want to call it. I believe each and every topic that you're going to discuss amongst people that is of such magnitude, the JBV, there'll be people that agree, there'll be people that disagree. Yeah? That's the timing thing. I just wanna address the timing thing. Even if this collaboration was done 10 years later, easy, that's still gonna be a problem. I mean, so the timing thing, I believe. Yes. Secondly, I know I've got a lot of female followers. They're so disappointed, dog. Like, they wanna fucking
because dog, but they're angry, bro, and they're angry rightfully so, my guy.
Let me finish my point. Give me a chance.
They're angry, dog. The ladies are angry, and they have the right to be angry, dog.
Give me a chance, K-Easy. Give me a chance.
I feel you. I'm listening.
So I think I've got 60, if not 70% support from women in my fan base, and they're very disappointed. They cautioned me. I adhered to that, you know, and I apologized, rightfully so, you know. And what I'm doing, K-Easy, please don't misunderstand me.
No, dog, I know you. Like, I know you. I know you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I just want you to understand it from my perspective, just for a second, put yourself in my shoes. What I'm doing is not saying I'm doing it and I'm erasing all the hurt, the rape, the injustice, the amount of negative comments, women being called bitches, being beaten up, being doing all. I'm doing is erasing that.
I feel you.
No point. But what I'm saying is, when you see your brother do something wrong, call them out.
Damn, Skippy, you're right, bro.
Call them out
You're
on a
right. You're right.
and say, yo, let's do this. We can do better. You know, in fact, let's use your talent, Mampintsha. Use your talent to fund gender-based violence organizations. If it's not Mampintsha that's gonna do this thing, then who,
Yeah.
bro? Then
No, I
who?
think, Doc, like I said, you know, like maybe the intentions may be right, but maybe the way they were communicated didn't come across right. So it would be different if Prince Kaybee posted, guys, gender-based violence has been on my mind and I'm going to do something and we're going to challenge the norm. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think, you know, when you say that, it makes sense. It makes full sense. But understand that to the average Joe, all we saw is KB in the studio with Mampintsha and music is on the way. Do you get what I'm saying? There wasn't that communication of, yo, guys, GBV, this is a rehabilitated abuser, if that be the case. This brother has seen the light, he's worked through it, and let's try and do more for gender-based violence, utilizing somebody who has a history of being abusive. So that may not have been communicated, hence why there's anger. Do you get what I'm saying? So the first thought, like I said, you know, besides the great music that Mampintsha has done, because he's a phenomenal musician, is his actions away. And that's why I keep saying to you, I think it's just a case of reading the room and communicating it accordingly. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one to judge. I'm a man. Do you get what I'm saying? But I can sort of see like, hey, this could have been communicated better. And maybe you are not aware of where women are holistically around abuse. Anything that has to do with abuse in South Africa is triggering for every single woman right now. Whether you are a previous abuser or current abuser, it is triggering. So you have to communicate accordingly in order to get the message across. So if you would have done a post and said, guys, I'm taking a risk. Gender-based violence is something South Africa is fighting. I'm taking an abuser and we're going through the rehabilitation process and we're going to do it with our music. And we're going to, you know what I mean? Now we're doing it, you know, and you could have maybe saved yourself quite a bit of outrage, my G. You know, I don't want to get all deep because I know you have good intentions, but I'm saying understand why people are angry. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, K-Easy. I understand that very, very well. Remember when Mampintsha put out a video about working with me on a collaboration? It was 2 weeks ago, and even before that, it's something that has been in my mind. And I realized I put my brand on the line. Like literally, if this guy does something again, like it's crazy, you know. So I'm sorry if I disagree with you.
No, it's okay, Doug. This is an open forum.
Yeah,
This is an open forum.
It is, you know. With me having my opinions about it, about rehabilitation, it doesn't step on what women of South Africa are going through right now. It doesn't even own gender-based violence, you know, bro. So,
no,
but I do agree with.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Mina, I know you, and you know, fortunately and unfortunately, everything that you do, KB, is projected onto thousands, if not millions, of South Africans. Do you get what I'm saying? And if it's not communicated accordingly, people are left with their own interpretations. Now, yes, there is hate, right? But then we are also responsible for how we communicate things for people to understand. You know, and maybe in this case, it just wasn't communicated accordingly. I think it's a great thing that you're doing with all 50% of the proceeds of this single going towards gender-based violence. I think that's amazing, Doug, that we need that, right? But also it just needs to be communicated. It can't be outrage first and then it's like, guys, you know what I mean? But like I said, I know you, and I think I'm done talking. I should jump off your live. I'm sure other people want to talk. But you got 2 singles on my top 40. You got 2 singles on my top 40. Hosh, Ayabulela. Shout out to you, boy. Shout out to you. Oh, good seeing you, G.
Oh, man. Shout out to K-Easy, one of the tallest guys I've ever seen. K-Easy on Metro FM. I forgot the name of the show on Saturdays. Listen to him on the top 40. He's, I think, starts at 9, somewhere there. Shout out to K-Easy Metro FM. Valid points, my G. Valid points. Like, I understand what you said. Proper. That's why I'm having these kind of conversations. Next. Guys, one other thing. I see there's some celebrities here on some good point, what, 100%. Let's engage. Come on, let's have a conversation. You know, don't hide behind the keypad. I will emphasize on this. Do not hide behind the keypad because something can be misinterpreted. Come on here, let's have a conversation. Who's next? Goo. Is the Googs. The Googs declined. And also, guys, it's not about you agreeing with me. You calling in doesn't mean you have to agree with me, like K-Easy and other people that have called before. It's a thing of a conversation, agreeing to disagree, for lack of a better word. And I believe there's a lot of people who've got something to say. You guys are just afraid. Come on now, can't be afraid. Perfect. People are declining. Why? Fuck it. Fuck this shit, nigga. Guys, don't decline. Call in. Let's have a discussion.
Hello. Hi. Hush. Hi.
So many greetings. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good.
I'm good. Before K-Easy, I listened to the lady before.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say everything that K-Easy was saying. Like, he made so many good points that I was actually thinking about when the lady before K-Easy was speaking about. You are saying, hore, as a gentleman or as a man, you are trying to hold another man's hand and helping him in his journey of him being a changed man. How sure are you, hore, he's a changed man? Because he can have conversations with you that make him seem like he has changed. Because I guess we all know the saying, hore, leopards don't change their spots or whatever. I guess something towards along those lines. So there is a different conversation that men have with each other than a conversation that they have with their women. So that's what I wanted to ask. How sure are you that he is a changed man according to the conversations that you've had prior the collaboration?
So like, I don't know if you've been listening to the conversations that I've had. In between the conversations, I had said that I understand and how I've put myself on the line and my brand. So
Yeah.
If Mampintsha does anything else after what I've said, it makes me a liar. It makes me someone who condones and, you know, say Mampintsha being a woman beater is good or whatever the case. So I can't bet on it. I don't have tangible, how you say it, evidence that he will never ever do this again. But I hope, you know, I've got faith in him, you know, that he will change. Just like when you are in a relationship, well, this is not really about getting beaten up or
Yeah.
your partner does a mistake, not beating you up, something else. you know, and he says, baby, this will never happen again. And then you put
Exactly.
this person. You don't really have tangible proof, but only time will tell, you know. So to tell you the honest truth, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to.
So you only have hope that, sorry to interject, you only have hope for he's a changed man. That's why you chose to put your brand on the line and give him a chance, a second chance, and be like, you know what, let me throw myself, you know, in the deep pool of water and be like, hey, Mampintsha, how to collaborate, because I see that you are trying to change. I see the change in you a bit. But that's the only question I wanted to ask you. It is a different chat with men. You may know that your bro is an abuser, but it's a different chat that you have with your bro. Then when he comes home to me and he beats me, he may not beat me or abuse me physically. He may be doing it now emotionally, do you understand? But he did it physically before in front of the eyes of South Africa. So the chat might be different. He might be chaperoning you with some manipulation that you don't know. But I understand what you're, like, how you've explained it right now. And, you know, you may never know, but you're just simply giving a person a second chance. I'm a believer of 100 million chances. I give people a lot of chances. So I understand when you say that.
Yeah.
So that's, I suppose, the only thing that I wanted to ask. And I mean, it's risky, it's tricky what you're doing, but
also I understand what you're saying, and just to emphasize or put this in contrast is that as a woman, please don't overlook the signs of abuse. You know, don't say that he will change, whatever. Get out while you still can. You know, that fucking relationship as soon as you see signs that are triggering. You know, you don't want to be in a situation where now you've lost your left eye or whatever the case may be. You know, and also in considering your thoughts, I'm not saying what Mampintsha did was right. None whatsoever.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that as well, because I can see that you are not, you know, like a person who would promote that. Like, I can kind of sense your sincerity in things and, you know, your views and things when you are telling us these things. So we're not saying that he didn't do it, but you're just simply hoping that he has changed.
Yeah, I'm hoping, hey, because if he does something else, like, it's over for me.
Then now we're gonna look at you sideways.
Thank you so much for the.
No problem. Thank you for accepting.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
It's good. There's quite a lot of people here that are declining my shit. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
Hey, Prince Kaybee.
Yo,
How's it, my guy?
I'm good. How are you?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much for accepting my request, my man.
No problem, bro. What's up?
Maybe just before we get into the conversation, I appreciate there's a time when I was traveling from Johannesburg to Pietermaritzburg, and I met you at a petrol station. I came to you, and I think you were driving with your trucks. I think you were following your trucks, and you took the time to take a picture with me. And I just want to say I appreciate you, man, and thank you for that.
No problem, and really, thank you so much for the love. Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I think on the topic, man, yeah, it's a difficult scenario. I mean, you know, we understand how difficult it must have been for you. You know, I think most people don't understand also from your standpoint. It must have been very difficult for you to do this collaboration.
Yeah.
Especially with what you knew was going to come after that, the backlash.
Yeah.
You know, and giving him a chance is very credible. It's something that we acknowledge, and just speaking on your behalf, I think for the ladies, I think we definitely don't condone gender-based violence, and I think all we can do for our brothers, you know, if our brothers are at fault, the worst thing you can do, I think, is to push your brother aside or discard your brothers, or, you know, put them to the dust.
Yeah.
What you can only do for your brothers is to still give them a chance. You know, just to, if my brother tells me, you know, I made a mistake, my man, and I'm trying to change. The most I can do as a brother is to give them an opportunity, and I think that's what you did, and I think I appreciate that from your perspective, and I also appreciate what the women also say, that we don't condone that. We totally don't condone gender-based violence, but at the same time, you know, as people, as brothers, we do need to stand for each other as brothers. If my brother tells me he's turning around, you know, he's turning his life around, I have to believe him as a brother and give them that opportunity. And from my perspective, I think that's what you gave to him. And you know, from a music person, I don't think you would go out and start putting so many comments to say, you know, I'm collaborating with MAMPINTSHA, this is what we're doing, he's changing his ways. I think just you bringing out a song with him is enough to say that you are believing that this guy is turning his life around. And you know, putting so much talk in something is talk, but you are putting the action in it. And I just hope for him as a brother to you, he will also keep his part of the bargain, and also keep his promise to you to say, my man, I've changed, and I'm glad that you've given me a chance, and I really hope going forward we see a different person. And yeah, we just hope and pray for the best, man. And yeah, man. That's
yeah,
all
man, I really
say.
appreciate your points there. Shout out, my G. You actually saying some crucial things there. Actually, also looking at what my brand has been in regarding this whole GBV and MAMPINTSHA thing. You know, it would be very, very disappointing. It would be a huge letdown if tomorrow we wake up and MAMPINTSHA is involved in this kind of thing again. You know, judging from what I've been through, you know, with the whole thing. Like I literally saying, I'm unfollowing you, no longer want to listen to your music, I'm canceling you, you are the same. If you are collaborating with MAMPINTSHA, you are also a woman beater. You know, so I've literally lost fans as well in this whole thing. But I'm hoping at the end of the day, for MAMPINTSHA and the people that abuse the reflection of change, you know. Even if you're in a relationship, you are about to abuse someone, you're showing signs of abuse. I'm here saying, bro, that's not the way, you know. So I think I do not think, and I was expecting that because I do not think any topic you can discuss that is of this magnitude that is not going to have or people going against you. I saw it coming, and I was ready, and I'm still ready because I'm taking, you know, calls. But shout out, but I really appreciate.
No, man. All the best, my guy, and congratulations for all the work that you're doing. And we appreciate the music. We appreciate the creativity and all the best in all that you do, my guy.
Cool, bro. Thanks, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, my G. Hippie. Next. I cancel. Next. This thing. Ish. The thing doesn't want me to add people. Guys, how do you add people after a few calls? Does this thing have a limit or something? I want to start the last one.